Today, we have something that looks like a blueprint for an operating system, but it's not for a computer, it's for reality itself. This is a course outline that claims to bridge science and spirituality through 16 subjects designed to answer some of the biggest questions of existence.
And this isn't just a list of random ideas. It is presented as a fully integrated system, a map that explains how the universe works and how we function within that universe.
Right, so today's task is to see if this map actually leads us somewhere or just leaves us more entangled. Let's start with the first part of this blueprint, how we see the world. The first principle is BFP, bonding, flow, and point. The source says these three things control how we interpret reality. What does that actually mean?
Think of it like tuning a radio. There are countless stations around you, but you only hear the frequency you tune into. In this model, bonding, how your radio is built to catch certain signals. Flow, the signals flowing through the air. Point, the specific station you have chosen to listen to. Our attention, energy, and deep patterns decide which station we are on.
That's interesting. It means the world we experience is just one of many possibilities we've subconsciously chosen. But can someone deliberately change their station? Most people don't even know they have a radio.
That is the real challenge. Knowing the lens is one thing, but learning the art of seeing through it is a skill.
So if BFP is our vision, how do our actions and decisions shape it? That brings us to the second subject, COD dilemma, creation, operation, and destruction, which outlines 5 paths. It sounds like a decision-making GPS.
Exactly. Imagine you're rowing a boat in a river. You have different currents. Operation, a straight and calm current. Destruction, a current with whirlpools. We often float in a current unknowingly, thinking we have no choice. The game is to recognize which current we are in and learn how to move the boat to a different one.
Does this all happen in the mind? The next subject speaks of 2 layers of the mind, unchanged, unconscious state, and changed, conscious state. Is this like the conscious and subconscious?
It's deeper. Think of it like a computer. Unchanged state, this is your computer's operating system, like Windows or Mac OS. It is stable, always in the background, and runs everything. Changed state, these are the apps and files you run on it. They constantly change, update, or crash. Most of us spend our lives entangled with the apps without realizing the real power lies at the OS level.
Great metaphor. So our fears, desires, and thoughts are just apps. If an app crashes, we keep trying to fix the app when the problem might actually be in the operating system. If the mind is a computer, where does the electricity come from? The fourth subject is the infinity energy rules, featuring 8 principles like bonding, repulsion, scatter, and flow. It sounds like a physics class.
It is. It builds a bridge between Vedic science and modern physics. These are laws of energy, like the principle of concentration and expansion. Focusing energy on a goal and then letting it expand is the basis of all creation. The challenge is balance.
Right. Too much concentration can burn things, and too much expansion scatters energy. We're all searching for that balance. But how do we achieve it?
The source gives the rules, but the training to use them is separate.
This leads to the boundaries of mind and soul, which mentions a scientific formula for perfect alignment.
Think of your car's 3 wheels, body, mind, and soul, pointing in different directions. You won't get anywhere. You'll just get tired and the car will break. The scientific formula is about bringing all 3 into the same direction to stop wasting energy on internal friction.
To fix alignment, we must understand the parts. The 6th subject is Sharira Trium, 3 bodies, gross, subtle, and causal. How do we track these?
Gross body, the physical body we see. Subtle body, the body of thoughts and emotions we feel. Causal body, think of this as a hard drive. This is where your deepest patterns, or samskaras, or software codes are stored.
So you're talking about tracking the body's firmware. We can barely see our software thoughts, so how do we reach the firmware?
It gets deeper with the seventh subject, Sharira Arayam, a 3x3 depth model, 9 body states derived from the 3 bodies.
Wait, 9 states? Isn't that information overload?
Think of it like a medical report. A doctor doesn't just see if you have a fever, they look at white blood cells and platelets. This 3x3 model is a diagnostic grid that links the 3 bodies with 3 states of consciousness to give a precise picture of where the problem lies.
But you'd need an expert to read that report. And then there is the 8th subject, Panchakosha, 5 sheaths. How is that different from the 3 bodies?
Think of a house map. Map 1 shows the room layout, the 3 bodies. Map 2 shows the electrical wiring, the Panchakosha. Both maps are of the same house, but they give different info. If the bulb isn't lighting up, you need the wiring map.
After discussing internal maps, the source asks, what is life? And explains 2 paths, duality and oneness.
This is the heart of the framework. Are we in a world where everything is separate, duality, or where everything is connected energy, oneness? Most of us live on the default setting of duality, which is the root of all conflict.
Subject 10 covers the dual nature of energy, masculine and feminine, order and disorder. If duality is the OS, these energies are the electricity. Like a battery's positive and negative terminals, all creation and destruction happen through their interplay.
This leads to the dimensional field, equality, relativity, and believability. These are 3 filters we pass every piece of information through. How equal is this to what I know? How does it compare to other things, relativity? Can I trust it, believability?
Whatever passes through these filters becomes our personal reality, like we're all wearing custom-made glasses and thinking we see the same world. What is at the root of all this? Subjects 12 and 13 take us to the world of 0 and 1, also called Shiva and Shakti. It sounds like the binary code of a computer.
Exactly. It is the binary code of life. 0, Shiva, pure potential, the state where everything exists but is unmanifest. 1, Shakti, expression, the energy that gives form to that potential. Everything from our intelligence to our actions is built on this binary structure.
If this is a code, what program is it part of? Subject 14 is Kala Chakra, the wheel of time, cycles of eras and time loops.
This moves us from the personal to the cosmic. Time isn't just a straight line, it's a circle. Like seasons, we are part of a giant cosmic clock. Understanding our place in the cycle explains why things are happening in the world.
We're nearing the end. Subject 15 is basic and advanced, Mool and Ucha. This sounds like cause and effect.
Think of a tree. Basic is the root, and advanced are the leaves. In life, we often struggle with the leaves, symptoms like stress or relationship issues. We spray the leaves, but the problem returns because something is wrong with the root. Real change requires working on the roots.
And the final subject, 16, elements as gods. It connects the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, to the trinity in dual forces.
This is the final synthesis. It says the building blocks of the universe are not just dead matter, they are living expressions of cosmic consciousness. Fire isn't just fire, it's the power of transformation. Water is the power of sustenance. It turns a scientific concept into a living spiritual reality.
What does this all mean? We've traveled from BFP vision to the binary code of the universe. It feels like we were given a user's manual for a spaceship, but in a language we can't quite read yet.
The blueprint tells you the what, the parts and rules, but real change is in the how. How do you apply BFP in a moment of anger? How do you diagnose your 3x3 body states? These aren't just ideas, they are skills to be practiced.
It's not just about knowing, it's about living and experiencing. This framework points towards a deep truth, but leaves you with the question, what do I do now?
Perhaps that is its purpose, to show that a different reality is possible and ignite the desire to reach it.
For the listeners, the most important question is, if our reality is truly a program that can be changed, which is the very first line of code in your life you would want to rewrite? This information is taken from the outline of the Fundamentals of Science and Spirituality course presented by Yes Yes Baba. For more information, visit yesyesbaba.com.